Hi, this is Samantha Clark, transformational and intuitive coach. And right now, we're getting ready to start March 2024, and the energies are so intense. My intention for this video is to give you my perspective on what I'm feeling, what I'm channeling, the downloads I'm getting, and I'm hoping that by having this conversation, it will help you navigate this like really powerful time and make the most of it. So I'm going to share some stuff, ask you some questions for you to let it marinate and ground those answers into your whole being. And let me know if any questions come up or if you have anything to say and if this makes sense for you, if it's landing for you, let me know. And always, if it doesn't resonate, then just leave it, right? Like this is a gift, and I guess it comes with like a gift receipt. You can return it if you want to. So let's get started. So, like I said, the energies right now are super intense, and I'm feeling so much activity in the spirit realm, and for activation, and it feels really big and powerful and important. It feels like we're in this portal right now, that is allowing you to like project forward. The words that they wanted me to use is skyrocket, and for me, when I was feeling into this, it felt like it was full speed, full on activation. And my guides are like, no, this isn't 100%. Like this, you may feel that way to you because you haven't experienced, you haven't experienced it at this level before, but this isn't full throttle. So I'm curious to hear what your take is on this and how you're feeling. So let me get a little deeper into it. So right now it feels like there is this portal that's open that's allowing you to like activate and leap forward into your spiritual your spiritual journey, your path, like the work that you're doing, to project you forward. And what's really interesting is that there's nothing that you need to do. This isn't a time to like go in and do extra healing, or anything that would require you to put in any extra effort. This portal is like really like pushing you through it. But the thing is, the part that is really challenging for some people is that you have to completely give up any resistance that you're having and just allow, which can be really difficult. So what keeps coming up, what they're asking of you during this time is to go to the very edge of your discomfort and then just like leap off into it. So whatever that means for you, whatever is coming up for resistance, if there is something about yourself that you're having a hard time accepting, it's going to the edge of that, like picturing yourself as far as you're willing to go into that. If it's like forgiving other people, if it's feeling bad about yourself in a certain way that you're not good enough, or any of these things that are coming up. I hope that something is like clicking for you right now that you're struggling with. To bring that to your awareness and see how far you're willing to go until you start to feel your body like clench up, and then allow yourself, like close your eyes and just like allow yourself to jump off of that edge, off of that cliff into those things and accept yourself fully. This is a time where you're accepting the light sides of you, you're accepting the dark sides of you and allowing them to integrate, kind of like that so what mentality, and being more curious than you are judgeful, and really letting go of any fear that you have. So if you've done a lot of work in this area, and you feel like you can just let go, it's going to be incredible for you. You're going to get a lot of benefits on the other side of this. And so that's really the advice I can give you, is to just allow, and see what happens, right? Like you've got nothing to lose. Just checking my notes here. Oh, so one statement that was downloaded is the more comfortable you can be with being uncomfortable, the easier these energies will integrate. So less resistance, more curiosity, and going in without fear will allow you to skyrocket and will allow like incredible transformations. And if you're interested in like abundance and prosperity and those things, they're going to flourish for you on the other side. This activation in this portal is incredible, this energy. And there's like this sense of urgency with it. Not like a hurry before it ends type of urgency, but like this is super potent and you need to get on board. Like you need to get in there and like take care of this now. So what you're going to experience is based on you and where you're at in your like spiritual evolution. And it might feel like really heavy dark night of the soul energy, but again, if you are willing to let go of that resistance, like that is what's going to keep you, the resistance, like whatever you're feeling, that is going to keep you in that like those heavy emotions, that like dark night of the soul. But if you're willing to just let it go and leap into this portal, it's going to feel like it's twisting and twirling and moving you in all different directions. And if you just allow it to pass on by you, you're just going to go slide right through it. I actually had this experience last night. I don't even know how many past lives coming through, just like shoop, 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 just flying through me and just allowing them to come through. It was really incredible. The thing is that I've had so many past life experiences, and I know that like there have been past lives where I was a great person and there were past lives where I wasn't a great person. And that's like the evolution of our spirit. We live both sides of it, both experiences simultaneously, even though we call them past lives, but we are living all of these things and all of these experiences together. Activating my throat chakra talking about this. Yes, it allows like for your soul to expand by having all of these. And so my point in explaining this is that I could have, as these past lives were coming through, I could have judged myself for being a certain type of person in a past life. But I chose to just like absorb it, just allow it to come through me. And it was really powerful. It was intense to have like this support behind me. And I also want to share that our ancestors are really like backing us right now. They are on board. They're here with us. They want you to know that they are helping you like weave and braid in these new frequencies into your DNA, into your coding, your cells, all of that stuff, because they want you to know that this movement, like this work that you're doing right now, is just as much about them as it is about you. And I wanted to add in like my own personal feeling on this is that this also affects your children and your lineage to come. They didn't want to add that part in because they want this time to be about you and not on putting your, like doing this for your children or anything. They really want this to be a time for you. So I offer that to you. Let's see. Yes, so lots of healing with past lives, with ancestors, all of those things are coming through right now. And if you're willing to just allow it to happen, you're going to just fly through this portal. I want to talk a little bit more. I want to go a little deeper. So the girlies out there that have like a strong sense of spirit and they're metaphysical, like they're clairs and stuff, and you're very aware of like the spiritual energies. I'm so curious to know if you're experiencing this as well. I have really noticed like a heightened activity level with spirits, with both like benevolent, malevolent, just like spirits, like walk-in spirits. It's been very active lately. I've noticed in my space like a lot of like walk-in spirits. And then we have our ancestors around, and then I'm also noticing other entities. I had on the edge of my neighborhood, we were driving by, and I saw this like pack of they kind of look like gargoyles. They really looked like these gray like hyenas with wings. There was a pack of them, and they were like thirsty. Like they had like laser focus on heading in this direction of what they were going to eat. And they eat like a lower vibration frequencies. So, people that are just really low in their vibration, usually people that are really loaded up on drugs and things like that, that aren't fully in their body. These like negative, dark places that, like that we can get into, like these beings were attracted to that, and that's what like was fueling them, and they were going after it. They didn't necessarily feel like super dark themselves, but it felt like they were clearing the energies. Like they had a job to do. Like that's what they did. They felt like more neutral, if that makes sense. And I'm so curious to know if anyone else is experiencing this, like these like neutral beings that are coming in and absorbing that darker energy. And I really feel like there's a lot happening energetically, and with the spirit realm. And so that's why we're seeing like a heightened, a pickup of activity. So let me know what's coming through for you in that sense. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about the sexual energy right now. So this is coming through a lot. Like I feel a lot of people are experiencing different things with sexual energy. And when I say sexual energy, what does that mean for you? Like what comes to mind? Are you thinking about like sex? Are you thinking about your creativity? Are you thinking about your power? What comes to mind when you think of that like really powerful sexual energy? People are doing a lot of work around this. I'm noticing that things are coming up for them. They're clearing things. They're having new realizations. But this energy is super potent right now through this portal. And let me see my notes here. Utilizing this sexual energy right now is going to be like a game changer for you. So if you're using this to propel you forward, this energy is going to be incredible. So it's so potent, and so tuning in, tapping into that energy to use that to like those moments where, like I said before, I really want you to picture yourself on the edge of a cliff of whatever it is. If you're a heart-centered coach, and you're wanting to like leap into being more vulnerable and showing up, or something in your business, or whatever it is, like you want to be more intimate with your partner, whatever it is, whatever your cliff is, to get to the end of it, to notice in your body where you're really being activated. In my throat as I'm talking about this, but just noticing where your resistance is, like when you start to feel it in your body. And this can feel like shrugging in, the tightening of the face, whatever resistance comes up for you. And so picturing yourself on the edge of a cliff, and then allowing yourself to leap off into whatever it is that you desire, and using this sexual energy to propel you into that is going to be huge. It's such a game changer if you're able to use that. Now, if you thought specifically about sex with when I set up the sexual energy, this is a time to be more playful in that area, and to be like to change your perspective. And so, when you're in a mindset of like, let's see, how can I explain this? Like if you're in a mindset during sex of like receiving, then turn your attention outward, or if your attention is outward or you're too much in your mind, try to change your perspective. If you're with your partner, and start to notice like what their fingertips feel like or what they are experiencing. So changing your perspective onto what they are experiencing. Or if you're in your head about something, notice what it feels like to receive, like fully allow and receive, and what does that feel like. And so just playing around with those different energies and making that space more sacred. And if you're interested in learning more about how to make like your space more sacred and the act of sex more sacred, let me know. That's a subject I love to talk about. But during this time, there is so much that you can do with that energy in that space, and taking advantage of that for like healing and abundance, and for releasing like the ancestral trauma. All of these things can take place with that energy. And during this portal, it's it's just like super activated. So I offer that to you. And let's see what else is there. Yeah, I did pull some cards after I channeled all of this, and of course they like completely aligned with what I'm talking about here. But the first card that came up is the Stag, which is for trust and thrive. And this is really about your inner medicine, and like bringing forth that light that makes you who you are. And you do that through like your inner medicine, which is so beautiful. And then we got the Elder, which is move beyond ancestral patterns, which is so cool, since we have our ancestors with us right now during this healing. So that definitely resonated with this. Then came through, there was a lot of cards this time, the Trader, and exchange energy to create abundance. And so, yeah, that's exactly it. If you're able to transmute those energies right now and just let them roll through you, it's going to create abundance. This card is huge. This is so important right now. Then we have the She-Wolf, unleash the wild within. How would that feel? The wild within. What does that look like for you to have the wild woman? Just think about that for a moment. Going through, releasing all of this stuff, and allowing this inner wild woman to come through. What would she be like? All right, the next one is the White Witch, and be the light. I love this card so much because that word witch, I think we all have a wound there about being a witch. And so what would it be like for you to call yourself the White Witch? Like, what comes up for you when you call yourself that? Where is your edge? Where are you standing at the edge of the cliff? What do you feel? And what would it feel like to just allow that? Allow yourself to be the White Witch with no resistance. Just accepting that's who you are. This beautiful beacon of light. This White Witch. And allowing yourself to just leap off of that edge into this knowing, this truth of who you are without holding back. What would be on the other side of that for you? That's what this whole thing is about. Taking those things, recognizing where you are, where the cliff is, and then just allowing yourself to jump off. And then finally, it's Lady. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm so curious to know, like how this resonates with you, and what's coming up already for you. And I would love to hear how this is interpreted for you. So thank you so much. And I really, truly hope that this I hope that this helps you for this next month and the things that are coming up. Bye.